Dear grade 12 students, welcome to our lesson English A10 General English Unit 6 Lesson 7. By the end of this session, you will be able to write a descriptive email. Make use of a graphic organizer for the information to be included in the writing. So what is the primary purpose of descriptive essays? What is the main reason why we write a descriptive essay? So, the primary purpose of descriptive essays is to describe a person, a place, or a thing in such a way that a picture is formed in the reader's mind. Capturing an event through descriptive writing involves paying close attention to details by using all of your 5 senses. In other words, imagine that you have a picture, a normal one that has no colors. How do we add colors, life, motion to that picture? By only using words. What kind of words do we need? What do you need to write a description? When a writer describes a place, he or she uses a lot of adjectives. An adjective is a word that describes a thing or a noun. Let's see this example together. Fred has a big car. Where is the noun here? The noun is car. Okay, what is the adjective? The adjective is big. It adds size to the car, so it's describing it. Some adjectives provide sensory details about a certain thing. So what are sensory details? Sensory details are related to the 5 senses and refer to how something looks, sounds, smells, tastes, or feels. Like we have 5 senses: sense of sight, hear, taste, smell, and touch. Let's see these examples together. How something looks. For example, crowds of people gathering on the beach, sparkling sand. The city has ancient buildings. So, crowds, ancient, sparkling are adjectives to describe the nouns. From a distance, you can spot small boats in the middle of the sea. Where is the adjective? Small, of course. People enjoy hiking up steep hills and mountains. Where is the adjective? Steep, of course. A huge statue dominates the main avenue. What is the word describing a statue? Of course, huge. So, how do we describe sounds? Let's see these examples. Most people talk in Spanish. Listening to jazz music makes me feel so relaxed. How something smells. The curry smells really good with its warm spices. How something tastes. The mushroom pizza is really filling. The rich fish stew is made with ginger and soy sauce. Can you feel the taste? Okay, let's move on. The tasty cheese bread makes your mouth water. So we are describing the taste of the cheese, exactly how it feels when eating it. You feel so relaxed in the hot sun. This is how something feels. Now, I want you to write sentences using sensory details referring to how something looks, sounds, smells, tastes, or feels. Like you can imagine anything and start writing your own examples. I will give you 5 minutes to write your own samples and sentences. Let's check the possible answers. The painting looks beautiful. The music sounds loud. The flower smells nice. The popcorn tastes salty. The cat feels soft when you touch it. Well, I'd recommend you to go and search and Google about the adjectives of five senses. So you will get a list of useful adjectives to add to your writings. Let's see this beautiful flower. This is how we organize our writing. Alright, a writer may use a flower graphic organizer for the information he or she will include in their description. Study the flower graphic organizer and notice how information is arranged according to how things look, feel, taste, smell, and sound. So let's look at the flower. We have 5 sections, of course. So looks, sparkling sandy beaches, modern buildings, tiny boats. Feels, relaxed, scorching sun. Tastes, filling mushroom pizza, tasty garlic bread. Smells, lasagna, unbelievably good. Sounds, loud jazz music, people talking in Spanish. Let's move on. Now it's your turn to write. Before you write, you're going to write a description of a place. It can be somewhere you visited or a place where you spent some time. Use a flower graphic organizer to plan your description and include sensory details. Use a separate piece of paper. Include sensory details about how things look, sound, feel, smell, or taste when you write a description. This will make your description more lively. So, as I said before, it's better to search in Google about some different adjectives regarding or related to the 5 senses. You will get lots of lists. You can choose whatever is convenient to you, whatever is easier for you to memorize and learn some new words in order to make your writing more beautiful. So we'll give you 10 minutes to do this activity. Before we set the timer, let's study the layout of the email. So we start our email with the following. Specify your name and email address, the date of sending the email, the name and email of the recipient, and the subject of the email. Don't forget this important information. So, for example, we have from Noor Muhammad, noor@hotmail.com, sent Thursday, August 16, 2018 to Sabah Ahmed, s.ahmed@gmail.com. Subject, my vacation at Malaga, Spain. Begin the email with an informal, don't forget that, greeting and introduce the place you want to describe. For example, hi Sabah, I'm spending my summer vacation in Malaga, Spain. So far, and carry on writing. The body of the email should include the following. In the body of the email, write a few paragraphs to describe the place. Make sure that each new paragraph contains a new point and has its own purpose. Use transitions words to add information. What are the transition words? They are like, for example, first of all, so far, finally. What else can you recall? Write them down in your note, please. Try to include a lot of sensory details to help the reader see, hear, feel, smell, or taste what you are describing. This will make your description come alive. For example, from the top, you get the great view of the city. It is the biggest beach I have ever seen. This dish smells unbelievably good. Listening to this music makes me feel so relaxed. Here is how to end the email. End with a warm note to your friend and sign off. For example, It's going to be hard to leave this place. Take care, Noor. So you're adding some warm notes mixed with some feelings. They're going to sign off with your name. Check your writing. Revise. Are all necessary sensory details included in the description? Proofread and edit. Are spelling, grammar, and punctuation accurate? Are there any typing errors that haven't been proofread? Make sure to revise all these points before you submit your work. Time's up. And now it's time to check the model answer together. From Noor Muhammad, noor@hotmail.com, sent on Thursday, August 14, 2019, to Sabah Ahmed, s.ahmed@gmail.com. Subject: My vacation at Spain. Hi Sabah, I'm writing this email to update on my last trip to Spain. So far, everything has been magnificent. My flight went really well. My host family have done everything so that I have a good time. Now, I'm spending a few days in Malaga before I go back to Madrid on Tuesday. What a fantastic port city! It has everything you wish for. Gorgeous scenery, mild weather, welcoming people, and attractive monuments. The house I am staying in is right on the beach, which is the biggest beach I've ever seen. It has shining bright sand, huge waves for surfers, and crowds of noisy people talking in different languages. I spent the early morning and late afternoon hours sunbathing. The midday has a scorching sun, however. Restaurants in the city are excellent. I've been eating delicious meals every night. The lasagna has been my favorite so far. It's very filling and it smells unbelievably good. Another Spanish specialty which I also loved was zarzuela de mariscas, a rich fish stew made with shellfish. Some restaurants serve a kind of tasty garlic bread with every meal. I guess I need to go on diet once I come back home because I'm gaining a lot of weight here. When I'm on my own, I usually listen to some famous Spanish music, which ranges from flamenco to rock. But I am most crazy about flamenco. It makes me feel so relaxed. 2 days ago, I hiked up Montes de Malaga. From the top, you get view of most of the city, part of the beaches, the modern city skyline, and the colorful boats sailing across Mediterranean. We stayed until it got dark and lost view of the spectacular scenery. I wonder how I'm going to leave such a place, but I'm looking forward to seeing you soon. Take care, Noor. This is the end of the presentation. We hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for your attention. Bye bye.